I'm sure that most of you out there are aware of this thing called savior complex. It's like a colloquial term for people who literally believe that it is their God-given right to save and lead people. Abiy Ahmed has the leading complex. You know, his mummy had a dream that he was going to be the next emperor. So he believes to be the next emperor, he needs to save people. And by people, he means Tigrayans. He thinks that I have to save them from the TPLF because they need to be liberated. But the thing is that these savior people don't get is not always do people need saving. And guess what? The people who do need saving usually come and ask for it. I don't think anybody was asking Abiy to save them. I mean, it's just like Isaiah thinking that he needs to go and save our Saudi refugees and put them in his prisons. Guys, I don't think you're understanding the severity of your mental illness, are you, Abiy and Isaiah? You not only have narcissistic personality disorder, I would say you're histrionic, I would say you've got bipolar, I would say you've got delusions of grandeur. I would say you've actually become full psychotic at this point, right? And you're leading a cult, and it's really scary because there's a lot of people behind you that actually think that the bullshit that comes out of your mouth is real. But they don't understand that this is all just coming from yourself. Because your desire to save and lead and be greater than God. You know why we became Christians? And do you know why Jesus came back? To save us and our own mentality from this kind of fucked up thinking that we are the saviors of the world. Because we're not. You're not God, Abiy. You're never going to be God. You are not the next Messiah. Isaiah, you are far from God. So I don't know where your savior complex went wrong. I feel like you just turned evil. I think it's just evil in you now. But Abiy Ahmed is the number one savior of the world in his eyes, and he's not going to stop. I wish the Western world would see this. Come on. It's obvious. The guy's a psychopath and a cult leader. Hitler was the same. He was a psychopath and a cult leader. This isn't the war between Azerbaijan and Armenia about some border. That was the Eritrean-Ethiopian border war, okay? This is internal conflict that is brought on by a crazy man who wants to commit genocide if he cannot liberate people. He thinks he's Jesus. You're not the second coming. Wow. You just a sign that Jesus has to come back because there are more people like you who have this fucked up mentality that they think they can lead and save people. It's not your job. That's their job to do that with their God. Individually, alright? But on a group level, guess what? People vote. And they voted for the TPLF. To save them from you. Why? What is a Satan? What is a Satan?